Hi everyone, Lucia here, and before the main video starts, I just wanted to say thank you all for 100 subscribers on this dumb channel. This all just started out as me wanting to make a video about panty and stocking merchandise, and it blew up into something I was not expecting. Seriously, I'm not gonna give it this whole spiel, because it's what every YouTuber does, and I genuinely didn't really want to do a 100 subscriber special because it's kind of generic, and also I'm not good at them, but you know, I'm not good at anything in YouTube. I had to really realize that. I had to think about that. So, thank you all for 100 subscribers. Thank you all for the love, the support. I love you all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hi everyone, Lucia here, and today we're gonna do the 100 subscribers merch tier list special. So yeah, basically I'm gonna rank every piece of panty and stocking merchandise that I mentioned in my videos from January and February in a tier list. Some of them are missing because I was lazy and also because I genuinely forgot them. But yeah, let's get into it. If you want to rank some of these items yourself, the link in the description will take you to the tier list so you can, do the tier list. You can go ahead and tell me on Twitter. That'd be epic. Show me your rankings, and yeah, let's get into the rankings. Yeah, cool. Starting with the Hello Kitty plush by G, and it's okay. I feel if you're gonna make a Hello Kitty plush or a plush with a plush-like character, it should scale well with a real person, and the GE plushes are special, with Hello Kitty being one of the better ones, so they'll get into the C tier. The next item on the list is the shirt by Arla Bianca, and overall, this shirt is okay. Looking at it via stock images, it looks pretty basic, but imagining the holographic material of the shirt makes it look pretty neat, but overall, it'll get a B tier. Another Hello Kitty plush this time is the Band Presto plush, and this one is also around the same point as the GE one, but it gives it a little more points for being 36 centimeters. A little larger than the GE one, it could probably scale decently with a real person, so it gets into the B tier. The next plush is the plush of Chuck by GE, and yeah, this is probably the worst plush that GE has made. It's just not good at all. The mouth not showing the teeth, the eyes looking somehow creepier than actual Chuck, and it's just so weird in all the wrong ways. At least Panty is weird in all the right ways, so I'm putting him in F tier. Continuing the trend of the pet characters we have, we're going on to these earrings made by Galaxy. And these are pretty neat earrings, but I don't think I would ever wear these, especially since they don't fucking match, but they're also just a neat novelty item. I think they're pretty cute, and the colors are just so nice. I love the Galaxy style, so I'll give them an A. Another Galaxy item is this tie, and it's pretty okay. Pretty lazy. I just see the screenshots from the show in a comic-like form, but I think it would be a cooler idea to use, actual manga images, but that's just me. Overall, this gets a C. The first figure on this list is a figure by Team Algoa, and these figures are pretty neat. They're small, very stylized, and I think they're really cute besides their eyes though. I don't know what happened there. But overall, these are pretty cute. I like them. They'll get a B tier. The next item is this shirt by Funimation, and I think this shirt is pretty bad. It's just too cluttered. There's too much stuff going on in the background. The weird fonts, the whatever this is in the background, the checkered background, Panty off to the side, a whole other piece of text. It's just way too much in the shirt. It gets a D tier. I don't hate it, but I definitely don't like it. Now we're on to some of the most acclaimed figures here, and I think these guys are okay at best. Like I've said before, I'm not a big fan of the anime designs, and the alter figures just don't do it for me. I prefer the cartoonier looks of the characters, but I can admit these figures are well made, so I'll give them a B tier. The first weirder item on the list are these towels by Band Presto, and they're all good actually. They're very stylish, I like the way they look. My favorite one probably being the panty one, as I don't like the yellow and pink on the duo towel one. But overall, these are decent. They'll go into the A tier. Now we're at one of the best pieces of panty and stocking merchandise. These shoes. These are so damn cool. The colors are bold, and they're not supposed to be panty and stocking shoes, but if you know what the show is, you can definitely tell they are inspired by the show. And these are just perfect. These are the first items going into the S tier. Now we're here at the GE Panty plush. You all know what I think of this plush, but Overall, I feel like I was too harsh in my old video. I just think she's dumb and I kinda love her. She's cross-eyed, she has a goofy smile with the dress that's hanging on by a literal thread, and it's just so cheaply made that I kinda love it. I guess she's not perfect in terms of quality, damn near nowhere. And, you know, she's just a goofy mess, but I can still love her. So she gets a C. Now onto this beautiful statue by Astro6, and this statue is really well made. The sculpt, the paint, the way it looks is just beautiful. Again, my only problem was with the way their faces look, but it still gets into the S tier. The next item on the list is Pure Comedy Gold. Oh wait, the next item on the list is the Sega Prize plushies. And oh yes, these definitely aren't good. They're goofy enough for me to like them. It's the same situation with the Panty figures, except stocking is just fucking high.
Don't never buy no weed from the gas station, bro. If the nigga ain't in your contacts, don't never go to the gas station, bro. I went up there at 11 o'clock last night, tried to give me some weed, bro. I smoked that shit, woke up, my motherfucking eye was right here, and my other eye still right here. Explain, bro. I got to go look for this nigga, bro. What the fuck did you sell me, bro? Look at me, bro. I'm hideous.
Yeah, these guys are beautiful. And the fact that these are the only Garterbelt and Brie plushes that we have actually elevates them a bit. And the Brief and Garterbelt plushes aren't terrible looking, so I'll give them a C tier. Now the first Demon Sisters dedicated item is the figures made by Mad Hands, and I just think these figures are okay. Again, I prefer the sisters in their cartoonier designs. They give off much better vibes there in my opinion, and these figures are a little over-designed for my taste. But these are again very well made. I think there's a lot of effort put into these, so I'll give them a B tier. Continuing with another Demon Sister related item is this figure Scanny by Biota Home. I just got to say, that face and that posing. This figure looks fucking stupid. Her face isn't the best, and the pose looks like she's about to break her fucking legs. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this shirt. She'll go into the D tier. Next up we have a Get Some Damn Food. I think I've summed up why this figure belongs in F tier. Yeah, this figure is creepy for all the wrong reasons. Look, Panty is not that fucking thin. This is just genuinely gross to look at, and her face does not help it, so yeah, it gets into the F tier. The next figure is another demon one, and this is the Nissan figure by Sith FX, and this one is pretty normal. It gets a B tier. Now a couple of these figures look exactly the same, so I'm just gonna make a quick lightning round going through all these little lookalikes, so let's get into it. Ka-chow. The stocking figure by Soza Honga, B tier. The Sega Prize figures, B tier. The Eino Hakaniwa figures, B tier. The Metamorph figures, B tier. The Mokasu figures, B tier. The Luzin Stocking figure, B tier. And lastly, the Saka Me FC figure of Panty, B tier. Now that we're done with that, let's move on to more interesting figures. And this first one is the Asuka Panty cosplay figure by Pilot, and I think it's actually really neat. Despite me not caring too much for Evangelion, I can admit this is a pretty dang good figure and a neat concept, so this one gets a B tier as well as the other ones, but it's a very good B tier. The next item is by our good old friends over at Hardcore Chocolate, and this is the cosplay shirt, and it's just too weird for my taste. It doesn't fit the show, and I guess you're supposed to be standing in stocking, but I don't know, I don't like it. C tier. The first item by our good friends over at Novik is this unreadable tote bag, and it's, you know, unreadable. I think it's a still pretty neat bag though. It gets a B tier. Next up is the face crop top shirts of the Angel Sisters by Galaxy. And you know what, yeah, I'm usually mean to these shirts. They're goofy enough for me to love them. They get a C tier. Now on to the best panty and stocking apparel. Here we have the Dotton Tonight shirt by Hardcore Chocolate. And this one uses title cards, the colors, it's just so nice to look at. It gets a solid S tier. The next piece of apparel is the Chuck hoodie by Galaxy, and it's okay. Not an amazing shirt, but not awful, and it'll get a C tier. Another piece of apparel is the stockings. Yeah, it's pretty lazy. Now these are around the same item, but these are the panty and stocking face shirts, but in a t-shirt form, and I think they kind of look worse as t-shirts. I don't know what it is, but I think the colors are muted and they just look a little more stretched out, so they'll get into C tier as well, but I'm not the biggest fan. Speaking of those crop tops by Galaxy, you have the skinny and knee socks crop top, and this one is a lot better than the panty and stocking one. Their faces just look a lot better on the shirts, and they'll go into the C tier though, because they're still not exactly good looking. The first bottom by Cospa on the list is the Demon Sisters shirt, and I like this one a lot. It's pretty good. The way the colors look, the red and the green and the hair of the Demon Sisters looks pretty damn good. This one gets a B tier. Another bottom by Cospa is the Girls Direct shirt, and overall this is pretty damn cool. The colors, the text, solid shirt. This one gets an A tier. And our first cosplay item are these wigs, and you know, okay, I'm no cosplayer, so I don't exactly find these great, but I'm sure for any cosplayers, these are some form of decent. I don't think they're bad. They're relatively well dyed, and they look like Panty and Stocking's hair, so yeah, they're okay. Then I'll give them a C tier. Now onto this shirt by Gone Accents. Pretty okay. It's like the Move It Crazy shirt. It's nothing really interesting to look at, so it'll go into C tier. Now onto another item by Galaxy, we do this Hello Kitty hoodie, and it's pretty unique. It's a cute item. I think it's pretty cool, so this gets into the B tier. There's a... Oh, you can guess where these guys are going. Right into that tier. Yeah, there's a decent amount of panty and stocking cosplay items that I personally don't care about, so we're just gonna do another lightning round. Ka-chow! The panty dress, C tier. The stocking dress, B tier. The skinny and knee socks wigs, same with the panty and stocking wigs, they'll get a C tier. The knee socks glasses, B tier. The panty and stocking school sunglasses, B tier. The school skirts, C tier. The school attire, C tier. Alright, now that we're done with that, let's move on to more cooler items. Here we have this Hello Kitty shirt. Overall, it's pretty bland, it gets a D tier. Same for this geek shirt too. It's pretty lame, it's just the word geek, and gets a D tier. Now on to a cooler item. Here's the High School Noodle shirt by Hardcore Chocolate. And this is probably their best shirt they've made, besides the Dot and City one. This one is... I love the way it looks, the color, the image of panty and stocking rips from the show, the text, everything. This shirt is really good, gets a solid S tier. The next item is this Muffer towel by Galaxy, which is a towel you will wear around your body, which isn't something here popular in the States, but I think it's a cool concept, and the towel looks neat, multiple spots spelling out panty and stocking, and it goes into the A tier with the other towels. Onto a weirder shirt though. Here is this shirt of the Lingerie Man from the High School Noodle episode, and it's just weird. It has too much going on like that Funimation shirt. It gets a D tier. Another dope shirt though is this S9EZ shirt by Cospa, and it's a really damn cool, specifically because of the new art used. It's extremely cute and gets into the A tier. Another top tier shirt is the PSG Club Tour shirt, and it was only sold at the Nail Pan Night event, so this shirt is pretty damn rare, but I think it's a really cool looking. I think it's a solid S tier in my opinion. Another cute shirt is the Fallen Angel shirt, and this is pretty neat. Good reference to the credits and the song Fallen Angel, and it's pretty good, gets into the B tier. And the final piece of apparel for a while is this Hello Kitty pattern hoodie by Galaxy, and I think this one is really good, better than the other Hello Kitty hoodie we covered. This has a lot of crazy colors and patterns that give it that Galaxy look, with the Hello Kitty patch that also is on there for just reasons, because it's Hello Kitty. Overall, this shirt gets a B tier. On to more miscellaneous items. Here we have these keychain straps, which are pretty neat. I do think the panty one is pretty bland, but overall, it's pretty cute, so we'll get to the C tier. Another item is the GE notepads, which are literally the same thing for the first three. It just has one of Hello Kitty with his tongue out, and one of Hello Kitty with a worm in his eye. Why? Another one has different art of Hello Kitty and Chuck, and there's only one notepad with one of the sisters on it. Well, with both of the sisters. Why? No one's favorite character is Hello Kitty, and GE is proof that they always make characters of the easily marketable ones. This one gets a D tier. I don't like this one at all. Next up are these tissue boxes, and these are a very weird idea, yes, but they still look really good. They mostly use images of the sisters, their name, and the corresponding color, and they are really high quality, so I'm gonna give it an A tier. The next item is this goop mug of the two sisters by Costa, and I'm not a huge fan of the colors, especially the green. I'm definitely not a huge fan of the piece of art they picked for Panty, but it's not awful. I'll give it a B tier. Now on to the next item. Here are these keychain hangers, and they're really weirdly colored, especially the stocking one. I think they tried to attempt a neon look, but they're just weird. They'll go into the C tier. Speaking of keychains, here are another strap keychains by Caspa. Again, I think these are a lot better than the other ones, as they have pretty neat graffiti style to them, and I like the art they use here. They'll go into an A tier. Continuing with another Caspa item, here are these notebooks, and these look really fucking cool. They go for this sticker bomb like style that I love so much, just being an absolute clutter of images that look really well when put together, so they'll go into the S tier. The next item are these buttons by Galaxy, and I'm sure these are just pins, I don't know why they're called buttons, but overall, these are pretty neat, and I think the brief ones are really cool for potential cosplay ideas. Now please get into the A tier. Next is this piece of decoration tape by Gynax, and I think this is okay. The screen grabs are used in a very interesting way actually, and it's neat enough to get into the B tier. Another item by Gynax is the skull mug, and again, it's the same as the decoration tape. It takes screen caps from the show, and well, I guess not as unique as a decoration tape this time around, and it's pretty cool I guess, and gets a C tier. Another Gynax item are these scrunchies, and these are also really cool. They follow a pattern of the character, the corresponding weapon, and the corresponding pet character. They're really neat. They're kind of in line with the tissue boxes we just saw earlier, so I'll give them an A tier. Now on to an empty set of items. Here are these rubber straps by the company Empty. And these are all really cute. They have small bodies, black eyes, big heads, and I just find them adorable, so I'll get into the A tier. Swinging back around at Caspa, here's this clock, and I guess that's a weird idea, and the numerals definitely don't help it. It's still pretty neat. I like that it's something unique other than just something pretty generic, so it'll get into the B tier. Another Caspa item is this fanny pack, and it's pretty neat. It falls in line with the other Caspa items, so this gets to the B tier as well. A weirder item is this card holder. I still have no clue what you would use this for. Credit cards, trading cards, business cards, whatever. It's just for all cards. But overall, the style of these two holders is pretty neat. I think I like the way it looks, so I'll give them a B tier. Bringing back our friends over at Galaxy with the face and Chuck hoodie patterns, but as a phone case. They look even worse here. I think it's because they're stretched out and they just don't work in this format. They were probably stretched out as t-shirts, and then they got stretched out again as phone cases. I don't hate them, but again, they're not great. They'll go into the C tier though. Another item here is this Hello Kitty strap by Movic, and overall, it's around the same as the GE plush, except this one is a strap and it's not a plush, so I can excuse it for being, a little small, but still, it's not great, so I'll give it a C. Now on to the best panty and stocking plushes ever made. These are the panty and stocking plushes by Chungai Mining, and these guys are a solid S tier, no question at all. Now from perfect plushes to almost perfect figures, here we have these set of figures by Band Presto. These are all really nice, my only big issue with them being the paint. But overall, this set is really neat, and that's the only brief figure, so that alone gets in an A tier. I really like this set. And now, from going to great to shit. I'm joking, but these figures are pretty meh. These are the figures by Orchid Seed, and overall I think they're just fine. The school attires are neat, but I'm not a huge fan of the design. And Panty's face is just so off-putting. Not a fan of the way she looks at all. This one gets a D tier. But back to figures I think look good, here are the bunny figures by Toy Democracy, and these are pretty cute. I think the problem being the sculpt on their faces, I don't know why it's always a problem, but other than that, I think these are pretty neat, so I'll give these a B tier. Other figures given out the same event called Wonder Festival also had these What figures by Henkai Zazen, and these are a nice reference to the show, and I think they'll also get a B tier. And another exclusive event figure are the figures made by Output, and these are pretty neat. I like the fat stocking figure. I don't think these are the greatest quality, but for being such a large set of figures, I'll give them a high C. Now on to school items. We're starting with the Panty Stocking Art Pad by GE, and I think it's a pretty neat item, especially since they use the art on the pad that isn't really used that often, so this one gets a B tier. Another school item is this binder by GE, and it's okay, nothing special in my opinion. It's very basic, I just think it's okay. It gets into the C tier. The next item are these set of pins, and I don't know the artist behind these guys. I assume it's Atsushi Nishigori though, as it looks very similar to his style and he made a lot of the promotion art for the show. But yeah, these pins look really nice. I love the Demon Sister one especially. This pin gets into the A tier. Next up we have body pillows. I don't think that's something I've ever wanted to see in my life. And despite being a unique item, they're not awfully made, as the artwork on them is unironically really good. So I'll give these little body pillows an A tier. Another weird item are these tissue boxes, but with both the sisters with a line that I can never say again. Overall, this box is fine. I'm not a fan of this artwork as it is slightly overused in my opinion, but it gets a C tier. Another item by GE are messenger bags for some reason. Okay, these are pretty neat. I used to think the stocking one used fan art, but turns out that it must be official as the band Presto towel also uses this piece of art. I just never seen it before. Overall, these bags are fine. Nothing really intriguing to me, so they'll get a C tier. Now onto a much cooler item. Here we have these tumblers made by Band Presto with I think original art. I used to think it was a shot from the show's opening, but I can't seem to find the frame anywhere. But overall, I think the Go-Go tumbler is pretty good. I'll give it an A tier. Another item by Band Presto are the Panty Stocking headphones, and these are really fucking neat looking. They're probably awful sound quality as these were made in 2010, and these are probably just pretty cheaply thrown together as they are prizes, but I think they're still pretty neat. They'll get a B tier. Next up is this eye mask by Galaxy, and while yes, it is a neat novelty item, it still looks really weird. But I'll give it a B, just because it tried, it really did. It's a nice reference to Sex and the Dottie City, so. The next item is a shirt by Cosplay that looks, okay. It uses the same fucking piece of artwork, but the word repent on it. And I just think it gets a C tier. Another pretty lame shirt by Cosplay is the Casper shirt with the phrase, "Let me out of here," which is again pretty lame, D tier. But finally, a more interesting shirt is the Trans Homer shirts, and these are really neat. We don't get too many pieces of merch of the Trans Homer outfits, and I just, think they deserve more merch, but it's probably some legal issues to deal with, Transformers. But still, I think this is neat. This gets an A tier. The last piece of apparel is this garter belt shirt with the motivational quote, "You have a wonderful thing, have confidence." And for that alone, this shirt gets an A tier for repairing my shattered self-confidence. The next item are these Sega pillow plushies, and they're fine, nothing special. They can look goofy depending on how they're stuffed, but I think it's pretty lazy to just slap the image on a pillow and call it a day, and they get a C tier. Now onto some figures. We have this Nisax figure by Yusei no Hakaniwa, and this figure is really well made, like 10 times better than the Output one. So yeah, it gets an A tier. Yusei no Hakaniwa also made these Chuck and Fastener figures, they're pretty much the same as every other Chuck and Fastener figure we get with like the Panty Stocking 2-packs by Fat Company. But yeah, these get a C tier. Another figure is the Fuck figure by Henkai Zazen, and this figure is really neat. It gets an S tier because it's just so high quality. I like the way it looks. The next figure is one of the best Panty Stocking figures, the I Bring Laughs one, and this is just fantastic. Better than the Alter, better than the other figures I've mentioned so far. This is one of the best figures. It's top tier, I love it. Next up we have these cardboard figures by Cosplay under the graphic line, and these are very adorable to look at. They just have these cute little heads. They're very cute. I like the graphic line. They get an S tier. One of the last figures of the Demon Sisters are the figures by Unrai Kaiden. Yeah, I think I said that right. And while yes, they're pretty neat figures, I don't think they look the greatest. Their faces just are my main issue. I don't like them. But I think the beach attire looks pretty neat, so I'll get a B tier. Next up, we have the swimsuit stocking figure by Mad Roar, and it's pretty well made. Very accurate to the show. It feels like they just ripped it from there. And it gets an A tier. Alright, this video is getting really long, so I'm gonna do a little lightning round about the items that I don't have much to say about, so ka-chow. Just get into it. Caspa Panty and Stocking Tote Bag. Looks pretty good actually. A tier. Tapestries by Caspa. Bland art. C tier. Pillows by Sega Prize. Bland art as well. C tier. Magnets by GE. Uses a lot of unique art, but also a lot of bland art too. And B tier. Rubber metal keychains. These look hella ugly. D tier. The patches and cloth pins. C tier. Metal Hello Kitty and Chuck keychain. C tier. And the Hello Kitty necklace. F tier. Folder. This uses bland art. Wallet. Not interesting. D tier. Hello Kitty and Chuck cloth wristbands. C tier. Hello Kitty and Chuck rubber wristbands. C tier. Panty and stocking key holders. C tier. File folders. These actually use pretty neat art. B tier. Brief buttons. Pretty cool. Really cool. They're brought over to the America. A tier. GE pens. Uses the same pieces of art that we've gotten. C tier. Alright, now that I'm done with that, we can get on to more interesting things and probably start wrapping up this long ass video. First up, we have these set of tumblers by Band Presto, and they're pretty neat. They resemble the tiles of the towel. I think Band Presto has a consistent theming going here, and I like that. It goes into the A tier. Next up are these glasses cases by K5 Spec, and these are really cool. They're pieces of art from the show, and in a unique way. I really like it. They get an A tier. Back to Band Presto, we have these drinking glasses, and these are also really well done. They have different overlays, and they also do something different other than the other Band Presto stuff. If you got the Demon Sisters, you got this red overlay. If you got the Angel Sisters, you got a blue one, and that's pretty neat. These get an A tier. Continuing our drink when you test on trend with these mugs by the company M's, and they're good at focusing on a similar theme. The first one being fat stocking related, and the other one being beach related, I think. Even though the images of panty, brief, stocking all come from high school nautical and not if the angels wore swimsuits. But these mugs are still pretty decent. They get an A tier. The last set of porcelain is this set of mugs by Band Presto, and these are also really good. These follow the same Band Presto style really well. Again, I like these guys. They're neat. They get an A tier. And our last miscellaneous item is here by GE, and for the first time they didn't just rip an image, so congrats to them. Congratulations, GE. This towel gives off similar vibes as the Band Presto ones, just not as bold and crazy with the colors, as it is just purple. But overall I like it. It gets a solid B tier. Now to more figures and plushes. We're starting with Jesus, F tier, F tier. Yeah, these are the Daleka figures. You guys already know I hate these things for reasons. They're extremely creepy and they just don't look good. They only do one thing right, and that's the pet characters. They make them like little hangers. That's cute. But still, besides that, these things are no. Big no-no. No. Now to something more pleasant on the eyes after I got that bleach. Looking at these items, we have these GE stocking plushes. And while yes, she looks goofy as hell, she's probably GE's best plush in the line. And she's not all that bad. There's a reason why people like to use her a lot, so I'll give her a B tier. Finally, onto a good Hello Kitty plush made by Medicom Toy. This guy stands at around 20 inches tall, and you know, he looks good. He gets a solid S tier. Other perfect plush is the plush of Chuck by Movic, and this guy also doesn't look creepy in all the wrong ways. He has this iconic smile, his weird looking eyes, and he's pretty good. I like him. He gets an S tier. Now on to our last set of plushes here by Anime. I don't think these are perfect, after all they are stylized, but I do think they're pretty darn cute. They remind me of the empty hangers, so they'll get into the same spot. They get an A tier. Now we have one of the best panty and stocking related figures, the Nendroids. With phenomenal paint, sculpt, multiple different posing options, and just being able to put these guys in different ways, it's just so much fun. I love Nendroids. They're cute, and they're very nice. These guys can be deceiving, but I don't think the panty and stocking ones have been bootlegged like that, especially since they're going for up to $200. But, you know, these were fine. They get an S tier. I like them. They're good. Now we have the Fat Company's panty and stocking gowns. And like I was originally gonna rank these individually. I just don't feel the need to do that. They're all really fucking good in my opinion. They all kind of follow the similar line. S tier. Especially the Galaxy Cop one. That one is... that's my favorite one. Now we have the Kings. Or Queens. Yeah, Queens. Of panty and stocking merch. The Rio Bone figures. These are perfect. They're really perfect. They're more articulated than the Nendroids. And they're just perfect. They rip the characters straight from the show. They have so many different options. Hell, Panty has her shotgun. She can come with the glasses. Different gun It's just so cool. So yeah, these are definitely the best panty and stocking pieces of merchandise. I definitely held you up to the last there. But yes, these are easily getting in the S tier. So yeah, that was the rankings. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys sometime. I don't know if I want to make a video next month. So I have done it. I have ranked every piece of panty and stocking merchandise. I am done. But seriously, the video is over. You can all go home now. But thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all for, good old 100 subscribers. But yeah, thanks for all the support. So I'll see you guys later. I gotta do the generic YouTube thing now that I'm popular. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, smash like. I never want to do that again. Bye.